What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Caveman channel. I am your host, the Caveman. How's everybody doing today? So, today I went to my local tobacco shop here, and as y'all can see, I'm not at my house. And if y'all are wondering, no, I did not move or anything. This is like my own private getaway trailer for now. But anyway, today, y'all, we got a review that I have not done, and this is actually a dip I have done a while back, and this is a tub of Mint, Longhorn Mint, and I got this at my local tobacco shop. I meant to just get a can of Longhorn Mint, but anyway, let's go ahead and look at the presentation. So as y'all can see at the presentation, the top, it has the Longhorn on it, and I mean, I kind of like that, but still prefer the bull, the old one, like the original one. But anyway, pretty nice. But as y'all can see what it says right here, it says 12 cans, one low price. So I think this was a good price. I paid like $15 for this tub, $15, and here's what the front of it looks like, and you got your little warning label on it, and of course your barcode on it. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this thing up. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up. Now, it's been a long time since I dipped Longhorn, anything Longhorn. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first Longhorn I ever dipped, and if y'all are wondering which Longhorn I ever dipped, the first Longhorn I ever dipped was Longhorn Natural or Natty, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it's been a long time since I dipped any of this, but let's go ahead and open this up, and let's go ahead and get a smell of it. Okay, definitely smell the mint, and here's the plastic can. Here's the plastic can they give you. Yeah, I mean, never seen the plastic can like this before, but to me, I'm not a big fan of the plastic can. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and get this thing open real quick while we're here. And you know what I should have done, y'all? I should have got a paper towel for this, and let me go ahead and do that now. Because I'm gonna go ahead and get a paper towel for this, because this is gonna be very messy, and I don't want to get my trailer dirty, because I cleaned it last week when it was my day off of work. But anyway, we got it, and we're gonna go ahead and fold this and throw this away real quick. So anyway, as some of y'all know, that that Longhorn is a good dip. It is, and this is what the can of it looks like. This is what the plastic can looks like. It doesn't say Longhorn Mint or anything on it. I was looking for one that said Longhorn Mint, because I do not like these plastic cans. As y'all can see, I do not like these right here, because the reason I do not like these is because, one, with these right here, if you put these in your back pocket or your front pocket or whatever, I will say this, you're going to have a hard time keeping it, well, not keeping it in your pocket. But I will say this, it is not bad at all, but it is a bad idea to do it, because one, if you put it in your front pocket or back pocket for so long, you will have dry tobacco for so long, and a lot of people don't want that dry tobacco. They want that moist, wet tobacco where it's still moist and wet, and you do not want dry tobacco, because if you go with dry tobacco, it's not going to taste good. It's just going to taste disgusting and everything else like that. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this can filled up for a little bit. I ain't going to fill it all the way up. So there we go. It's filled up. close the lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shake up the can in a minute, but first I want to clean these crumbs and stuff off real quick. So there we go. So we got that done. Now we are gonna go ahead and shake this thing real good. Okay, I don't really hear much of a shaking in there, but I really don't. I don't know why, y'all, but I guess it's just me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get us a pinch of this. And fair warning, anybody that has never dipped Longhorn, the brand Longhorn, Longhorn Mint, or Wintergreen, or Natural, Fine Cut, or whatever, just a fair warning, okay? And a buddy of mine told me this, okay? Your best bet is to dip Longhorn when you're not doing anything, because if you dip Longhorn while you're moving around or doing something, yes, you're going to get sick, but also you want to eat a full meal or something before you put a pinch in. And the smell of it, I always smelled it, it's very minty. But anyway, let's go ahead and get a pinch of it and see what it tastes like, because it's been a long time since I dipped Longhorn. Now, some of y'all may not know this, but I used to, back then, I used to buy the Longhorn pouches at the time, because one, I had braces and it was hard to dip with braces on. It was very, very hard. But anyway, let's go ahead and get us a pinch. I'm going to go ahead and give me a small pinch because it's been so long, but there's the pinch right there. And I know it's not big enough, but let's go ahead and put it in. Mm. Investigators are back to square one. Determined to solve the case, police turned to Jenna's family for help. Okay. First thought of this, okay. The pinchability is actually pretty good, okay? Pinchability is good, not a bad pinchability or anything like that. I thought the pinchability would be a little hard, because I thought it was going to be, but it didn't look like the pinchability would be that hard to do. But anyway, since I have it in my lip now, the flavor, okay, I'm definitely tasting the mint in there, but not all the way there. And I think the only reason it's not all the way there is because I didn't put much of a big pinch, because let's face it, I already admitted, okay? It's been a while since I dipped Longhorn, okay? I mean, who hasn't dipped Longhorn, mint, or wintergreen, okay? I mean, I know some of us back then when we first started dipping, I know a lot of us had dipped, beginning dip like Longhorn or Grizzly or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all my story of my first dipping, well, not my first dipping experience, but my first dip I ever tried, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the story, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into my first dip, okay? So back in 2000 and I think it was 2012 or 13 or something like that. Anyway, I think I was a sophomore or junior in high school, and back then, and this is actually true, okay? Anybody that has heard this before, if you dip skull or pouches, you all consider a pussy, because that's pussy dip right there. But you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna admit it. I have dipped pouches for a long time because I had braces. Like I said, it was very, very hard for me to do, but I wouldn't count the pouches as my first long cut experience out there, to be honest. like my first long cut experience dip is gonna be none other than Grizzly Wintergreen. And now the story of how I started dipping Grizzly Wintergreen, well, was because one, like I said, I didn't want to be called a pussy because I was dipping pouches and skull. I didn't want to be called that. But anyway, I dipped Grizzly, and it was Grizzly Wintergreen, and the flavor was good, and oh boy, y'all talk about a buzz from hell. Let me tell you all this. So anyway, when I had a buzz from Grizzly Wintergreen, okay? I'm not talking about I took a big, small pinch. No, I did what anybody else would have done. I wanted to be a fucking man, and guess what I did? I took a big old pinch of that son of a bitch, put it in my lip, and boy, howdy. Y'all talk about a buzz. Oh, I was in my bedroom, and I didn't want my dad to know what I was doing because one, how I was getting my hands on Grizzly at the time was from my stepfather. Okay, my stepfather was the only one that could buy the Grizzly for me because I didn't have any friends that were 18 or older at the time that was able to buy, and this was like way before they changed the law of buying tobacco, because now they changed the law to where you have to be 21 and older now, which in my opinion, do I agree with that? I really just don't see a point of that. But anyway, here we go, okay? Anyway, y'all, I had a buzz from hell, and the whole time I had a buzz, I was like, oh boy, I'm going on a trip in my little rocket ship, because I'm over here going, the whole time. And thing is, I could not get the flavor out of, I couldn't get the dip out, because you know why? It was that so good. It was like Grizzly is gonna be my main dip every day, and it still is to this day. But as soon as I saw the price of Grizzly going up, it was like, damn, I can't afford Grizzly anymore. So here's the thing. I was like, okay, now I gotta buy the cheap stuff, which I don't mind buying the cheap dip, because honestly, there was two kinds of cheap dip I could have buy. Okay, it was either Longhorn or Stoker's or Copenhagen Straight. Now, Copenhagen Straight and Longhorn and Stoker's are like not the best budget dip, but the best budget dip. If I had to do a video on the best budget dip, I will do a video on that, because honestly, there's some cheap budget dips out there that people have heard of and have not heard of, but at the same time, with the price of tobacco going up now, y'all, yes, I know a lot of y'all want to buy y'all's favorite cigarette chew or dip or whatever, and it's hard to do that now, because now it's so hard to get it now because of the way the prices are now. And now with the price of tobacco going up, I'll tell y'all what, the price of it, it's like, what is going on now? I mean, first, we can't afford groceries because the price of groceries are going up. Can't afford clothes, the price of clothes are going up. I mean, what is next that is going to go up now? I mean, come on now, what's going to go up Now getting a haircut, a beard trim, or what? What's next that's going to go up in this world now that's going to go sky high to a point that we can't afford stuff? Because honestly, if y'all want my honest opinion, if anything has happened, if anything happens to the world where it comes crashing down or anything like that, I'll tell you all this much. You know what I'll do? I'll leave the freaking middle of the city and move here to the country and live off the land, do squirrel hunting, deer hunting, you name it, anything I can do to find something to eat to live off the land. Because honestly, I would not care to do that one bit if any of that stuff went up high or anything like that. Because honestly, right now it's just so hard and so bad to a point that it's so hard right now for us right now. And but anyway, like I said, y'all, the price of tobacco and stuff is just going up now. It's like that song. There's two songs of there's two versions of that song. Cost of living high going up, and they're not wrong. I mean, the song cost of living high, they're not wrong. In that song, they're telling the honest to God's truth. They're telling the truth that the price and stuff is going up, and they are not lying about that stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject, okay? Now, let's go ahead and go back to Longhorn, okay? Now, Longhorn, mint, not that bad of a flavor, okay? Not a bad of a flavor, okay? It says it's been around since 2003, and crazy thing is, y'all, I was born in the 90s and grew up around the 2000s. So Longhorn is older than me. Wow, that surprises me. But at the same time, like I said, a tip about these plastic cans right here. Do not put these in your pocket or back pocket. The best bet you have with these cans is just throwing them away and going by the metal cans, like the metal tin cans, because that's your best bet right there. But this right here, in my opinion, I'm not going to put this in my back pocket, because if I have to go to work with this in my back pocket, I'm not. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag, and that is your best bet, is to put it in a Ziploc bag, because it will keep it fresh for a long time. But just don't put it in your front pocket or your back pocket, because like I said, it will dry your tobacco plumb out. And not gonna lie, honestly, in my opinion, now since I'm trying Longhorn mint, in my opinion, do I want to buy Longhorn? Like, in my opinion, I would definitely buy Longhorn. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I had to buy some budget dips, Longhorn would be one of them on my list next to Stoker's. Longhorn would definitely be the next cheap budget dip I would buy if I had to, and I'm not gonna lie about that. I would, honestly, to tell y'all the honest to God's truth about that. But anyway, what do I give Longhorn mint? I give it a 10 out of 10, okay? Great dip, and the reason I give it a 10 out of 10 is because it's a great dip, but just a warning. Do not put a pinch in while you're moving around or doing something, because you don't want to do that, okay? Best bet is to put a pinch of Longhorn in when you're watching TV or whatever you're doing. But anyway, Longhorn, like I said, I give it a 10 out of 10. The flavor is good and everything, okay? Now, I give it a 10 because it's a budget dip, and I give it a 10 because it's a good flavor. I give it a 10 because, honestly, it's a good flavor. But the design of this thing, the design of it, I'm just not a big fan of the design logo, okay? It's okay, not the best out there in my opinion, but Longhorn, just the flavor of Longhorn by itself, 10 out of 10. But in my opinion, do I recommend Longhorn? I do. But other than that, I do give Longhorn Wintergreen, not Longhorn Wintergreen, but Longhorn Mint, I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay? Recommend dip for anybody, but not a beginning dip for anybody, okay? Beginning dip for anybody, I would do a video on like beginner's dip. I would do a video on that if I had to tell you all the truth. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, and I will see y'all next time.